Welcome back. The shocking cost of all these ambassadors, not ambassadors to countries, but ambassadors for gender and ambassadors for climate, the shocking costs that they are costing you as taxpayers. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, what started out as a concern against rock climbers in communities surrounding Mount Arapiles in northwestern Victoria is fast becoming a major issue at the federal level. Last week I spoke with Senator Natimuk Price about her push for a Senate inquiry into cultural heritage laws that have seen hundreds of hectares of public land locked up. Well, today the Nationals member for Mallee, Webster, moved a motion in the House calling for the Commonwealth Government to explain its position on cultural heritage matters that are delivering gross inequities, as well as calling on the Victorian Government to genuinely consult with stakeholders in her electorate, which to date has been left in the dark. Join me now. I'm a member for Mallee, Webster. And I tell you what, good on you for moving this motion. I know the numbers are against you in the House. I'll be interested to know how you go. But this ban directly impacts your constituents. What are you hearing from people and the town of Natimuk in particular that so desperately relies on climbing tourism?
Look, it's a huge issue, Peter. We have, particularly from my point of view as Shadow Assistant Minister for Regional Health, many of the doctors, we have a neurologist, clinical psychologist, nurses who have come to Natimuk or Horsham nearby because of their passion for climbing. So you take that climbing away and now they are saying they may go away. This is a crisis on multiple levels. And you're right, they have not been consulted. The one report that was done between 2020 and 2023, they actually did not consult with climbers at all. They were only consulting with Indigenous groups.
What can you get done at a federal level, do you think, with your motion or even just raising it in the Parliament?
Look, I think it's really important to simply raise it at a federal level because Mount Arapiles is the latest in a list. We have Mount Warning, we have Lake Eyre. If you go back to Uluru, it's just even the Blaney gold mine. It's just another one of these that divides us by race. We had a referendum last year. In my electorate, 78% of people said, no, we don't want the voice. We want to be one nation, treated fairly, treated equitably. And that's not happening with these cultural heritage laws.
The last time we spoke, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we have an issue with Lake Tyrrell and a bloke who owned a caravan park near that area who wasn't able to develop it for tourists because of things like these heritage laws?
Yes, exactly. Spoke to Murray today and he has said he has heard nothing. The Allen government brought up the reporter from Tasmania, an academic who did lots of talking with people and tests, and there has been nothing. In fact, it wasn't Alan, it was Tanya Plibersek who got the report, and so far we've had no information. So he is still hanging by a thread, wondering whether he can go ahead and develop his private property. I think Australians need to ask the question, what's next?
And of course, you know, at that area, at the lake, you've got this viewing platform. The sunsets are amazing. I've read some stuff about how it's a real tourist destination. People go up your way. They do the silos tour in and around the Wimmera and beyond. And they go there and they want to see the sunset, but there's nowhere they can stay in Lake Tyrrell, or there's not enough accommodation. They can't pull their van up. And this is what it's about. Hey, while I've got you, I often talk to a bloke called Glendon Watts. He's a farmer around the sort of Charlton area, again in your electorate. A huge fight there, you know it well, in relation to these transmission towers going up. And there's some 50-plus wind projects, I'm told, on the cards for your electorate. I know people talking to me are pretty angry about that. Are they getting anywhere, your community, with getting consultation on these projects at the very least?
Look, I don't think so. I think fundamentally what we're seeing is Labor behaving like feudal lords, and farmers are being treated as peasants, as though they don't own the land that they're farming. It is all out of whack, and farmers and their communities just want to be consulted. And TCV have done a very poor job, and now we've got mineral sands mining companies who are really struggling to get support from local communities. And again, it goes back to social licence.
And thank you for your time. Thanks for your advocacy on behalf of the people of Mallee. Shout out to everyone living in Anne's electorate too. I grew up with Witchy Proof, so special piece of my heart is out the